Murder
and Orion.
They are angels from heaven.
Yep.
This is part 2 to our back to school series. And
Drugstore.
Drugstore. We know that makeup can be expensive.
It will break your wallet in half.
And your soul. We want to bring you a drugstore tutorial so you don't have to ruin your life just to look like a shining star.
Yeah.
Say your goodbyes.
Bye.
Today we're going to start out with our NIVEA Men's Aftershave Balm because it works better than any primer I've ever used, and I'm pretty sure it's $3, so I mean that's a pretty dang good investment, if I do say so myself. Just smear it everywhere until your face is a sopping wet mess, and then you go like this until it feels sticky, like a sucker that's been sucked on for a little bit. My skin is very oily and acne prone. So if you're also like that, then my foundation routine will probably work for you because it works for me and I'm a greasy mess. And Brinley is more dry combination skin. So if you're like that, you should probably live life off of her foundation routine. I'm going to be using my Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless Foundation in the shade Creamy Beige. Now that your face looks like a chocolate chip cookie, we're gonna make it just look like a cookie. If you can't tell, I currently look like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer because I have a pretty little pimp on the end of my nose, which I feel like a lot of people get right before school starts because I don't know if it's the stress or what. I mean, I'm not stressed out, but my face thinks I am. So now I'm using the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in there. Now you just blend all this jazz into your face. Set your concealer with Airspun translucent powder. You can get this at Walmart for, I'm pretty sure, like $6 hairs. I'm just setting my whole face with that Airspun powder. I am a greasy gal, and this makes me not a greasy gal. Okay, now I just take any old brush and get a little bit more powder on it, and then just brush it all over your face. When there's powder on it, it gets the places that you missed, and then it wipes away all the excess, so you don't look like you just laid your face in a bag of cooking. There was a cricket in the ceiling that kept us awake all night because it sounded like a tornado alarm.
It was like constant.
I'm gonna bronze my face using Rimmel's Natural Bronzer in the shade Sun Bronze. You just put this bronzer in all of the shadowy places in your face. Contour is more for emphasizing shadows and sharpness in your face, but bronzer is pretty much just to warm it all up so you don't look like you're all one color and flat. So I'm not careful with this at all. I just kind of put it everywhere, but basically around the edges of your forehead, on the side of your cheekbones, under your chin, and a little bit on your nose is what I do. This is e.l.f. Glow Bronzer in Warm Tan, and I'm going to use it to contour my cheekbones. Okay, now I do not currently have a drugstore blush, but I do have one from Colourpop, which is like drugstore prices or cheaper. And this is Colourpop Super Shock Cheek in quarters. That is what it looks like. It's only $5, which is cheaper than most drugstore blushes. But if you do want to get one from the drugstore, I know the Wet n Wild ones are really good. Of course, you put blush mostly on your cheeks, but I always just use whatever's left and kind of put it a little on my forehead and nose and everywhere just to make it look like your whole face is jolly, like Santa Claus. Now I'm going to do my brows and I'll be right back. I don't have any drugstore brow products. I know there are ones by e.l.f. that are really good, so you could try those. I'm going to go ahead and do mine with my Anastasia Dip Brow. That's just what I always use, so it's all that I have because I've never seen the need to get anything else. So BRB, homies. I'm back. I've done my brows and I changed my shirt because I realized that I was completely blending in with the backdrop and that's not cute. For the primer for the eyes, I'm just going to use that same concealer from earlier, the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in Fair, and I'm going to set it with Airspun powder. We're just doing a really simple eye today because When I'm getting ready for school and I want to look really good but I don't want to take too long, the thing I usually kind of skip is eyeshadow. So I'm pretty much just going to use one crease color and one lid color and we're going to be done. My crease color is just going to be this Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer. I'm just going to use the Morphe M441. For my lid, I'm going to go in with this NYX Trio. I got it in an Ipsy bag, but I'm pretty sure you can get these in individual shadows. The lid color I'm using is the lightest shade in this trio. And I'm going to dribble some water on top of the shadow on my brush to just give it more pigment. You can totally use a setting spray, it works better, but water's free, so I figured why not, and it works almost as well. I mean, it'll fit. This is the City Color Contour Effects On The Go palette. And I know I said I was just going to use those two colors, but I felt like my crease wasn't quite dark enough, so I'm going to use this one to just darken up the crease a little bit. I'm going to use the same blending brush from earlier with no product on it, just to blend everything together. I'm going to use my finger to just dot a little bit of this color in the center of my eye to brighten it up. Now I'm going to take my Airspun powder again and just go along my contour to make it more sharp. Immediately wipe it away so you don't get this super white area of your face. I'm going to go back in with that Contour Effects On The Go palette from City Color, and I'm going to use these two highlight shades as my highlight. Now I'm just going to use my finger to use the same colors on the tip of my nose because I like to look like a glowing fairy. I'm going to take those bronzy shades from earlier and run some of it under my eyes. I'm going to take this NYX Liquid Crystal Liner. I'm not going to use it in the inner corners of my eyes, but kind of under, like right here. And I'm going to use my finger to dot those highlighters on the actual inner corners of my eyes now. Now I'm going to do my mascara, and I'm going to use Revlon Ultimate All-in-One Mascara just on my lashes. I think I'm going to give you two lip options. Like, you can do a way more natural one, or you can put a red lip on just to like be like, hey, I tried today, even though you didn't. I'm going to use this NYX Extra Creamy Lipstick in the shade 529. I'm going to put that all over my smackers. Then I'm going to use this NYX Lip and Cheek Souffle on top of my lip. I'm probably going to go put on a red so I can show you that too. You can choose whatever you want, you know, the options are endless. I went in and used a CoverGirl lipstick in Hot Passion just to show you a different look that you could do with this, which is also super easy. This is obviously not like a super great, beautiful look, but it's simple. You're going to school. It's not that big a deal. Keep smiling. Keep shining, knowing you can always count on us. Nanu nanu. Peace, peace. Live and prosper. Think about the consequences. And eat Chipotle. And pet your cats.
Watch good movies and shows.
Watch
on Netflix.
good shows.
Hope you have a good day
and a good life. Probably check in with us before your life's over, because we could really use the views. We really appreciate you. Amen. Thank you for your service to our country, to all the veterans. Bye.